Welcome to another episode, everyone. A blood member absolutely goes ballistic on Milk74 from Hoover. He calls Milk out for a fade. I don't know the exact beef that these individuals have, but this man is upset. Says that Milk has been popping it on him, running some sort of content at some point. Milk has been on YouTube and all for a while now, or Instagram. This is Snoopy Badass. And he was saying that before this clip right here, that he doesn't pay attention to individuals in the comments saying that he is a snitch, that has already been debunked, he said, and that he's already admitted that he was a Crip, excuse me, when he was a kid, he said, when he was a kid. But then he says this right here, check this out.
You know, and back to dudes that ain't been battle tested. I see you have Milk up here.
Yeah, I have
man, Milk, run my fade, bro. Run my fade, bro. Run my fade, bro. Like, because I didn't even have no problem with Milk, but he's another one. He keeps speaking on stuff that he don't know about. I've never met him. I'm trying to meet him. You know what I'm saying? He keeps talking about, well, I'm really from Hoover, bro. You are a foster kid, bro. You have never caused no pain for Hoover, bro. Feel me? Nobody never even heard of Milk before the internet, bro. How is you a white Hoover? A white Hoover. And ain't nobody heard of you, bro. To be a white boy from Hoover, you supposed to have one of the most ringing names in South Central, bro. All the neighborhood supposed to know who you is, bro. How is you a white Hoover and nobody heard of you until the internet? We don't care about you getting put on Hoover or your foster mama living over there, bro. You ain't caused no pain, bro. You just got put on the game and you played the back. You a safe gangbanger, bro. You have no scars on your knuckles. You have no scars on your face, bro. You always played it safe, bro. You might have got put on, but you always played it safe as a Hoover, bro. Dead homies. The real Hoovers don't even claim you. The only Hoovers that claim you is the ones that rap. Because they want to use you and exploit you for your platform, bro. The Hoovers that don't rap do not respect you, bro. You keep and he gonna tell me I got put on Hollywood to become a rapper. How did I get put on Hollywood, become a rapper when I was from Hollywood 7-8 years before I even became a rapper? I did 7 prison runs before I even picked up a mic. 7 prison runs as a Hollywood Paru. 7 prison runs before I even thought about being a rapper. But he gonna say, you got put on for a rap career. Nah, bro. You got the wrong one, homie. I don't know what you didn't heard about me, bro, but if you ever want to sit out with me on Witty Apparatus, we could talk about it. We could talk about it, bro. Since you so infatuated and trying to figure me out. But what I do know is you ain't never caused no pain for Hoover. Nobody's heard of you before the rap. I was known in the pen before rap. Go ask BG Knockout who I am. Dead homies. And I can name a slew of homies that knew me in the pen before rap. My name wasn't known, didn't get known because of no rap. I was already known through the system in the Pyro and Blood Car in the California Department of Corrections before I even became a rapper. Years before I became a rapper, I have an A number and I have an F number. I got the F number first. So go play with somebody else and stop speaking on me, homie, because you ain't never caused no pain for Hoover. You a safe Hoover. You always played it safe. Matter of fact, have you ever even got down with a op?
Now, I've interviewed him 3 times, maybe 4, and he's told stories about, shootouts and, things that have happened.
Man, I don't believe none of that. I don't believe none of that. Bro, how is you one of the only white Hoovers that in South Central and nobody heard of you? You are too identifiable. You are too noticeable. You don't even got no Hoover tattoos. Bro, so, bro, like I say, bro, if you ever want to see me in person, bro, we can get down. He keep talking about, yeah, you got chased. Man, bro, that video was fake, bro. Feel me? If that video of me running up the stairs is getting fake, interview the nigga that did it then. I bet you can't do that. Out of here, bro. I put that video out. Ain't nobody ever chased me with no gun. Ain't nobody ever caught me, marked me out, anything. Pop, get up out of here. I'm a Snoopy Badass RMF. Dead homies. Yeah, and I made it up. While y'all claim another nigga made up. Out of here. I'd rather die for something I made up than something another nigga made up and that I don't even know, that didn't even know I existed. The fuck out of here. The only white Hoover and nobody knew who your bitch was before the internet. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck where you grew up at. You a foster kid. Talk about your real parents. Talk about your real parents. Why you don't talk about them? Yeah, we know you grew up with black people raised you, but who your real mama? Who your real grandpa? Who your real daddy? Why did they take you from your mama? Talk about that. Since you want to talk about other people's life stories, since you want to go back and talk about Crip Mac background or talk about Snoopy, what's your background? What part of Oklahoma or the South your Caucasian parents is from? How did you end up in the foster home? How did you end up in the Hoovers? Talk about that. And keep my out your mouth, Mark. And if you ever want to see me, we can get out and I'll beat your ass. Talking to Milk. Nobody even knew his bitch blood before the internet. Knew me, didn't even know you. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, Snoopy.
Yeah, homies, blood. Nigga pissed me off, bro, because he was just in my DM popping it. I said, I'm finna get your home blood. That's why I'm here.
It's all good, man. You had to get that out of me.
On blood, because he keeps speaking, bro. He keeps.
Shoo! What's going on this here internet? It's going up. It's going crazy. Constantly, consistently, individuals are attacking one another for one thing or another. It's not just in this genre, though. Not just in the streets. Not just in Los Angeles, California. Hell, you can go to the comic book YouTubers, and they are beefing. The vegetarians versus the people who eat meat. They're beefing. I'm serious. It's going up everywhere on YouTube. But, you know, if you don't really check into those other genres, then you wouldn't know that it's beef everywhere. Everyone is, you know, jockeying for some spot, for the number one spot or for recognition and being embroiled in certain beefs or whatever. Perhaps individuals feel like this will help with what it is that they're trying to do. Not to say that this is a put on. Milk74 was on here on Witty Apparatus. I don't recall, this is Witty Apparatus, shout out to Witty Apparatus. I don't recall exactly what Milk74 said about Snoopy Badass that may have, that did upset him to this degree. I don't recall what he said about him, but apparently he said some things about him, which we can see he took exception to and is now bringing up Milk's upbringing, his parents, and wants him to speak on that. I'm not exactly sure what that has to do with Milk's status in the Hoovers, but here you hear Snoopy Badass saying that he does not respect Milk, that Milk gets no respect in the Hoovers, doesn't even have Hoover tattoos, etc. I don't know if Milk is going to respond to this video or not. Milk has not been on his channel. He's not been on YouTube in a while. He hasn't been on Instagram. I think he's come back. He said on Witty, when he did do the interview here on Witty Apparatus, Milk74, he did allude to the fact that he was coming back to YouTube, that he had just had to take a break because of the sort of content that he was doing. It starts to wear on you. Beef, covering these beefs and gangs and all the gang politics and all this, the penitentiary stuff, starts to wear on you. So he had taken a break, but he said he was back. So I don't know. I haven't seen the video from him, so I don't know if he's back on his channel or not yet. If so, he may have a response to this. He may not. I don't know. I'm not asking for a response. But as we can see, again, this is Snoopy Badass, who is from Red Mafia family, blood. And a gang that he, as he just said, he started himself. And as we can see, he's asking Milk for the fade. He said that Milk has been, had ran his mouth on him or whatever, and run the fade.
Speaking, bro, like everybody want to say, oh, he a buster. But when tell me to my face I'm a buster. Dead homies. I ain't never did no buster on this internet. What buster I do on this internet? Why? Because I was from a 7-man hating ass hood that got mad at me? Because they're envious and jealous and I walked away from them And then look, another thing, blood. I gotta say this. Keep talking about I done got booted off hoods. Where they get that from? Ain't nobody ever booted me off of nothing. Ain't nobody ever told me not to come back around. The little sex cast, the pimp mob, Paris. I walked away from that. Ain't nobody ever came to me. Even Hollywood, I walked away. Ain't nobody ever came to me and said, you gotta leave and you can't come back, or punched me out and took something from me. I walk away from. I stopped talking to. I stopped with. But it's just like a female, right? When you break up with her, she want to go tell everybody she dumped you. Ain't nobody ever, I ain't never been nobody's punching bag. I've always been a shooter. Go ask the sex cash. Go ask the mob. I've always been a shooter. I've always been a fighter. I ain't never been a punching bag. I ain't never been marked out. And I ain't never been told you can't come back nowhere. Nobody's ever told me that. And if somebody have them step forward. Any that's banned me from a city in my face or ran me out of, tell that step forward. You can't find them. Ain't nobody ever ran me out of nothing. I walk away from and I stop with. I do it by choice. If I wanted to be from Pimp Mob, I would have still been they would have still with me. If I wanted to be from Sex Cash, they would have still with me. If I wanted to still be on here banging Hollywood, they would have loved it. I threw them the away. Nobody never threw me the away. I walk away from them. Dead homies, blood. And if I ain't nobody, blood, then why the y'all worry about what I'm doing today? If I was a nobody, if I'm a buster and y'all don't miss me, why the y'all worried about what I'm doing today? Cause I'm the best thing all you ever had. And I made you feel low when I walked away. That's why y'all be on the internet speaking on me. But I ain't never been back from nowhere. Paris is my city. And I go through that whenever I please. Straight up. Ain't nobody ever ran me out.
Now, with that being said,
No,
Snoopy,
for real though, Witty. Ain't nobody ever ran me out. Nobody ever ran me out of nowhere. I ain't never been ran out of nowhere. I ain't never been told to not come back to nowhere. When I leave alone, I walk away. I stop talking to them and cut them. I decide I want to go do something else. I don't want to rep they clique no more.
Rep the clique.
I decide that. And if I wanted to be over there with any one of them, they would be happy as right now. I walked away from them. I walked away from Hollywood. I walked away from Cash. I walked away from Paris. Nobody ever ran me out of nowhere. Snoopy Badass, Red Mafia family.
Damn, how many hoods did he just... I'm trying to... Damn. Whoa. Play that shit back. How many hoods did he just say he walked away from? These dudes nuts. This is crazy. This internet is crazy. These dudes is crazy. Oh, man. All right, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Snoopy Badass from RMF, as the hat indicated. Red Mafia family. On Milk74's head, calling him out for a fade at the very least, says that Milk is an imposter and that no one heard of him until the internet. Yeah, I have some things to say about that, actually, but I'll wait to see what Milk has to say. If Milk has to say anything. I was locked up with Milk, as many of you know. Those who've been around the channel for a while, you know, Milk was my cellie in the Los Angeles County Jail. There was a war over Milk74 in the Los Angeles County Jail. That was in 2015 or so. Yeah, about 2015. 2014, possibly. 2014 probably. So 12 years ago, but we'll see. Let's see if Milk is going to respond to this or whatever. I don't know. He may not, because he hasn't even been on this channel. As I said, he said he was going to come back, but I haven't necessarily seen him. But let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, Snoopy Badass is on Milk's head, said that he's no good. Basically, that he's an imposter, that he's not recognized, that he's not really about that life. He's not really from Hoover. He gets no respect. And apparently, again, Milk has said something about him clearly that he took umbrage to. He was not happy about it, whatever it was that was said, as we can see. So we'll see where it goes from here, man. Again, everyone on the internet, or not everyone, but a lot of people are just, it's the summertime, I guess, man. A lot of stuff is going on. People going back and forth. Let's all take a deep breath. Use our minds to come up with some content that's not coming after one another. So say I, and then my next video, I might be responding to this PC in the video that's coming at the, I don't know. You know how it go. Let me know. Stay safe. I appreciate all y'all support, man. Shout out to Witty Apparatus and Snoopy Badass. Stay safe and stay free, people.